Hello students, I am Dr. Nimi Singh. Today, I bring you the first learning episode in BSc Forensic Science on an important unit of the paper Digital Forensics, that is the fundamentals and the concepts and part 3rd. In this lecture, we will be studying about the operating system, its components, its history and different types. We will also acquaint ourselves with understanding of the software and the types of software. Finally, we will wind up this module by studying the computer networks, the types of computer networks, that is the LAN, WAN and MAN. Now, the first module is going to be the operating system, the second one would be the software, the third one would be the introduction to network, the fourth one the detailed description of LAN, WAN and MAN, and in the end we will just conclude the lecture. Let us come to the first part, that is the first module, which is on operating systems. An operating system is nothing but a collection of many software that help to manage and run the hardware part of a computer. Operating system helps the user to run its machine without any trouble. It is an operating system which manages all the resources of computer like processor, memory, input-output devices. It also helps in command interpretation, file management and security. It comes in category of system software. It makes a bridge between the user and the machine and creates a user-friendly environment. Now, any operating system will have 4 major components. The first one would be the kernel. It resides between the application program and device driver. It helps in resource allocation. It is first part of the operating system that is loaded in the memory. Then is the device drivers. These are input-output specific software. It is an interface between the operating system and the hardware. Then is the user interface. User interface helps to view directory structure. It requests the operating system to obtain data from input devices and then display it on the output. Then is the system utilities. It manages computers using disk defragmenter, disk cleanup, file splitters and antivirus programs, etc. Let us come to the history of the operating system now. The evaluation of computer is actually very old. It is from the time when scientists invented computing machine using gear machine. In 1937, John Clifford and Barry Attensoff invented Attensoff-Berry computer, that is ABC. Till date, we have various types of computer and their operating systems. Till this time, no operating system existed. Even the assembly language was not known. In the early 50s, batch processing was started as data and programs were then used at the same time. In 60s, multi-programming were evolved and several batch processes were running in a machine. In 1970s, the mainframe computers were introduced and several batches and time sharing were in use. With the large scale integration, that is the LSI system, were upgraded and later Unix came into the market. In 1980s, Microsoft came with the disk operating system, that is MS-DOS. It has character user interface, that is CUI. User works on it using command line interface. Then in 1960, Engelbart had developed the first graphical user interface, that is GUI, which has icons, menus and mouse. In 1995, Microsoft introduced Windows 95. Later, various Windows versions came into existence. Similarly, many operating systems like Unix has been introduced in market now. Now, let us come to the types of operating system. Now, operating system can be categorized in the following types. The first one is the batch processing operating system, then is the time sharing operating system, distributed operating system, and then is the network operating system, then is the real time operating system. Let us discuss each category one by one. Now comes the batch processing operating system first. In this operating system, the user creates its job and put a punch card or a magnetic tape, then it is loaded in computer for its execution. A single error in such program requires to reload the program after correcting the error. Jobs are run in one by one mode. The difficulties with the batch systems are no direct communication between the user and the job exists, cannot put the job on priority, only one job is run at a time, machine is on idle state when job is loaded in the machine. Then is the time sharing operating system. In time sharing operating system, the support multitasking concept is used. In this system, processor shares its time among many users. CPU effectively shares its time between many jobs or tasks. In time sharing, the processor provides some amount of time to each user's task. It uses time scheduling, that is, the user simultaneously share resources of system. If one job is using input device, then the other job is using printer. In actual processor, very quick shifts between two tasks that user does not judge. The advantages of time sharing operating system. Processor does not go on an ideal situation. The user does not wait for its turn like batch processing, but there are certain disadvantages too. Single processor with limited resources may exhaust if many process occurs. Then is the distributed operating system. In distributed operating system, many numbers of computers or processors are located at distant places, but as per user's perspective, they seems to be at a single place. When a task is given by the user to this type of system, then task is distributed among this system, and after completion of the task, the result is given back to the user. All the computers, processor and nodes are attached with communication link. These links are high speed lines and provide bulk data transmission. The individual machines have their own processor, memory and other devices, such as the types of system are termed as loosely coupled system. Now, there are certain advantages of this operating system, that is the resource sharing, low cost, scalability, fast processing, but there are certain disadvantages too, like security and privacy, network connectivity. All these are related problems. Then comes the network operating system. This system is mainly designed for networking purposes. It runs on a central machine which is called server in a network, and its main job is to share the resources like file, printer among the other nodes. It also helps to manage multiple users, security and privacy and network management activities. Some of the NOS are Unix, Linux, Novel Network, Microsoft Windows Server 2003 and 2008, etc. There are certain advantages of the system, that is, it has centralized server, security, server can be accessed from various locations with different types of systems. But there are disadvantages for this operating system too, which are the cost is high of a server, then there is a dependency on a centralized server. So, now let us come to the real time operating system. This type of operating system is designed to perform tasks on a precise time. It is used in basically in real time control systems like in missile launching, all automated control systems, medical diagnostic system, where fraction of a second matters. It is single as well as multitasking system. In time sharing concept, time is most important concern, while in real time system, as soon as the system receives data, it immediately processes without delay. ATM machine is one of the major examples of real time operating system. There are certain advantages of the system, that is the response time is very less. It has got high output the disadvantages of the real operating system. It's costly, the resources should be enough to handle the request. Now, the table 3.1 gives you a comparison of some common operating systems. The first column would be the criteria and then the different operating systems, that is the Unix, DOS, Windows and Linux. The first thing we will discuss is the number of users. Unix is a multi-user, DOS a single user, Windows single user, while Linux multi-user. Then is the number of tasks handling. Unix is a multitasking system, DOS a single tasking, Windows multitasking and Linux also multitasking. Then is the use. Unix uses network operating system, DOS the desktop operating system, Windows desktop operating system, while Linux the network operating system. Unix, it uses CUI, DOS, CUI, Windows GUI and Linux GUI. The ownership, Unix yes, DOS yes, Windows yes, while Linux is just an open source. Let us come to the second module, which is about software. Software is a set of instructions in any programming language to perform a specific task. Software helps a user to interact with machines like personal computer, laptop, mobile phone, tablet, etc. on which it is loaded. It runs on the machine's processor and produces results as per written code or instructions. In contrast to hardware, software are invisible to user, whereas the hardware can be touched and feel. Software acts as a bridge between the human and the machine. Software can be developed by using many programming languages like C, C++, Java, Visual Basic, Microsoft, .NET, PHP, etc. These developed software either specific one, that is as per specific need of user, or it is generic, that is for common purpose. Now, types of software, let us discuss this now. Softwares are broadly classified into two categories, the system software and the application software. The system software mainly deals with the internal hardware of the machine. Various types of system softwares are available. The main system software is the operating system. Basic input-output system is used to start flow between hardware. Boot program helps to load the operating system to the RAM. Other type of system software is termed as utility software like disk fragmentation program, system restore program, debugger file manager. These utility programs, they help in proper functioning of the computer. Basic system software helps as supervisory software. They act as bootloader, run many hardware using device drivers like for printer, scanner, camera, graphics, audio, video, etc. The second is the application software. The application software are special software that helps the user to perform their activities. This software is designed to meet the user's requirements. The common application software are for word processing, for maintaining databases, for designing of pictures. It helps in making presentation, to play video and music. There are many more software that are developed according to the specific need of the user. Web browsers are developed to access the internet. Antivirus applications are used to protect system from unknown threats. In this mobile era, new softwares are developed for mobile users, which are named as mobile apps. These apps are for different purposes. Various categories have been defined for them like entertainment, gaming, communication, banking, health and fitness, maps and navigations and many more. The above mentioned software are available either by paying the cost or they are freeware, also called open source. People often use pirated software, which is actually dangerous for the machine and also ethically a wrong practice. Let us come to the third module, which is the introduction to network. That is, what is a computer network? A computer network is nothing but a collection or set of computers and other peripherals. The peripherals include hub, switch, bridge, router and gateways, printers, scanner, fax machines, etc. These computers and the peripherals are termed as nodes. All the nodes are connected with each other with the help of a communication medium, that is, they communicate or transfer data from one node to other node with the help of wire. Internet is an example of computer network. Computer networks are designed to share or to transmit data and information to from each other. They also are used to share resources like hardware, that is printer, scanner, fax machine, storage unit, the software, that is the application or the system among the nodes. Now, let us come to the types of transmission medium. Computer networks communicate on two types of medium, namely the guided medium and the unguided medium. In guided medium, the data transmission is done on a cable. Various types of cables are used in computer networks. The most common type of cable is twisted pair cable. The other two types of cables are coaxial cable and optical fiber. The cables are used according to the setup of the network and speed to be achieved. For fast and high speed communication, optical fiber is the best cable. Though the cost of it is very high, but it provides a very reliable communication. Coaxial cable generally is used in cable TV network. Now, in unguided medium data transmission, the transmission is done without wire, that is on wireless medium. It uses radio wave, microwave and infrared waves to transfer data from one place to another. MAN and WAN mostly are wireless based computer networks. Unguided medium requires line of sight transmission, that is, the transmitter and the receiver must be in the direction of each other, that they should lie along the same direction. Environmental conditions, surrounding industries, traffic sound, cosmic rays affects the data transmission. That is obvious now. Now, most of the home devices are working with remote control systems. This remote control system works on infrared signal. A small obstruction destroys the infrared communication. Let us come to the fourth module, a discussion of LAN, WAN and MAN. There are different types of computer networks. They can be categorized on many factors, that is, the types of medium, the area of network, the type of devices, etc. In case of medium, network are divided into two categories, wired and wireless. The area covered by a network has three categories, that is the local area network LAN, metropolitan area network MAN and wide area network WAN. The networks are constituted using different devices or for specific purposes like sensor network, vehicular network, body area network, storage area network, etc. As per earlier conventions, the computer network are broadly classified in three categories. These networks are classified according to area covered by a network. The first one is the local area network, that is the LAN. Then we have is the metropolitan area network MAN and the wide area network WAN. The first one is the LAN. Now, local area networks are small networks. They can be deployed in a small area ranging from small home to a building with few nodes. It can be set up in lab, home, office and building. In this type of network, all nodes are situated in a very small geographical area. All nodes easily communicate with each other without any complication. A general look of LAN is given below. In above LAN, the machine at the center is a server and the other four machines are clients. The client machine and server can communicate with each other in bi-direction mode. A single shareable printer is also attached to the network. All nodes of the network can use it. Nodes in a local area network can be arranged in many formats. It is called the topology of the network. Various topologies are defined for local area network, that is LAN, which are bus, ring, star, mesh and tree. Bus topology. This is the simplest topology of LAN, in which the nodes of network are connected with each other on a single communication channel, that is on a cable. The cable used in this type of network is a coaxial cable. In bus topology, node transmit and receive data on same communication cable, that is, the data can travel in both the directions. This topology has several advantages, like it uses single channel for communication, cost is low, specially designed for small network and easy in expansion if required. But the major disadvantage with bus topology is that when cable fails, the whole network goes down. If two nodes transmit data at the same time, data collision is possible. Then comes the ring topology. In this topology, nodes of network are connected in a ring format. Each node in this topology is connected to its previous and next node. Data transmission in this topology done in either clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. It is transmitted in bit by bit fashion. When a sender node PC1 transmits node to a destination node PC4, then data travels from PC1 to PC4 by covering all intermediate nodes. If number of nodes in a ring topology are in large number, then data transmission will take a longer time. Data can be transmitted in both the direction, but it requires two communication channel. The cable used in dual ring topology is optical fiber. It provides an advantage that if one channel goes down, the other can be used for communication. But the main disadvantage of ring topology are, if channel goes down, then network goes down in single channel case. If a node goes down, then also the whole transmission is blocked. Then comes the star topology. It is the simplest topology in LAN. In this topology, all the nodes are connected to a central machine called hub. Hub just acts as a data forwarder. It accepts data from one node, sends it to all nodes. If network has a smart hub, then it will check the address part of incoming data packet and then forward it to the specific node of the network. Major advantage is that there is no single cable in topology. Each node is connected by a separate cable. No effect on network is there when a node goes down. The main disadvantage of this topology is that when central node, that is the hub, goes down, the whole network goes down. Then comes the mesh topology. In this topology, all nodes are connected with each other. Nodes are connected in point-to-point fashion. If a network has n nodes, then there are n into n minus 1 by 2 cable connections between all nodes. Mesh topology is divided in two categories, that is the full mesh and the partial mesh. In full mesh topology, all nodes are connected with each other, whereas in partial mesh, few nodes are connected with each other and few nodes are not having connection with all nodes. Full mesh topology is almost impossible in implementation, as number of nodes increases, the number of connection also increases and cable cost will also increase. Then comes the tree topology. It is the hierarchical type of topology. It can be created by using combination of all the above topology. Tree topology has a main cable having a high capacity and is termed as backbone of the network. All other topologies can be connected like branches with this main cable. In general tree topology, it is suggested that it has a node as a root and other nodes are connected as leaf nodes. The advantage of this topology are that the branches are separate network and do not interfere with other networks. Problems can be sorted out in small domain itself. But there is still a disadvantage, that if main cable goes down, then network working is going to stop. Now comes the metropolitan area network. Now this covers a longer area for communication as compared to LAN. It is spread in college campus, in large buildings, in offices, in organizations, etc. Sometimes MAN covers a major portion of the city also. The number of nodes in MAN are more, and such type of network actually requires repeaters for strengthening the signal for further transmission. In this, 5 buildings are located in large geographical area like a university campus, and these building networks are connected via a network and communicate each other. MAN does not have any specific topology. The best example of MAN is cable TV network. Then comes the WAN, that is the wide area network. This is spread over across the globe. It covers a very large geographical area as compared to MAN. It can cover a whole country. The major users are at home, government or private offices, schools, colleges, universities, industries, shops, etc. They use network services via leased or broadband lines, optical fiber, radio wave transmission for communication in WAN. The internet, asynchronous transmission mode, integrated service digital network. The leased lines are few examples of wide area network. Now, the table actually gives a comparison of LAN, MAN and WAN. Let us now do the comparison between LAN, MAN and WAN. So, the first one is going to be the criteria on which we are going to distinguish between the 3 types, then LAN, MAN and WAN respectively. Now, let us first come to the area covered. The LAN covers a small area, MAN a large and WAN largest. Now, the number of nodes. In LAN you have under 100, MAN between 100 and 500, while in WAN it is more than 1000. Then is the transmission media. In LAN you have both guided as well as unguided, that is wired and wireless both. In MAN also guided and unguided, that is wireless and wired both, but in WAN it is only unguided, that is the wireless. Speed. Now, in LAN it is up to 10 Mbps, in MAN it is between 10 and 100 Mbps. In case of wired, but for wireless it varies according to the available bandwidth, while in WAN it varies according to the available bandwidth. The cost, the LAN has a low cost, the MAN has a higher, while WAN has a highest. The maintenance cost for LAN is low, but for MAN and WAN it is very high. Let us now summarize it. Use of computer is everywhere. Users get such type of machines which are actually user friendly. It does not require any special learning. A layman can use a computer and other electronic devices without any fear. The chapter has discussed about various types of software which are used in the computer. System software mainly has operating system that helps user to interact with internal and the attached hardware. Application software are mostly generic software and designed for specific purposes. Most of them are open source and freely available. Some specific purpose application software for banking, database design and maintenance, security software etc. are designed for specific user and hence they are paid for. Operating systems are also available in variety and used by computers as per their need. They have different working environment. Some are CUI while most of them are GUI. Computers can be joined together to form a network that helps its user to share its resources and exchange information between these computers. Different topologies are available to create computer network. Network size can range from small area to across the globe, that is LAN, MAN and WAN are types of computer network. The best example of computer network is internet. With all these information, here we come to the end of today's lecture. Do keep in mind what we have discussed today. I will be back with one more lecture in this series. If you want to learn more and enhance your knowledge, you may log on to our website www.cec.nic.in for MCQs, quizzes, LORs, etc. Thank you for your valuable time. I will see you in the next lecture. Have a great day.